Well, hey there guys, and welcome back. On this week's show, viewer mail number 4. Well, today's show is time for me to step out of the limelight and I let you guys step into it. And what I mean by that is, guys, throughout the show, you guys from time to time send me either through the Facebook page of the show or through the show's email address. You guys send me photos of your work. I love it. I absolutely love receiving those photos. And every once in a while, I take those photos and I bring them to you today on the show and show you what the viewers have come up with, either inspired by my projects or just stuff they made on their own. Either way, it's a great opportunity for me to step back and admire you for what you do. So enough of the talking, let's get into what you guys are making. Now, you guys know that I love to make my scale models. And a while back on the show, I actually did a series on making the Apache helicopter. Well, I had a viewer, Bill, who was making that same build, and I'm not sure if he made it or started it after I made mine, or if he was making it during. I'm not sure how it goes, but either way, look at this. This is gorgeous. It always blows my mind that you can give two different woodworkers the same set of plans and the same types of wood, or the same, I guess, options of wood, and their vision for that helicopter is completely different. Although Bill and I followed the same plans, his version of this is way different than mine, but the thing is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love the way that he's made this. I love his choice of woods, and wow, that's a project to be proud of. It really, really is. Now, on this show, we are no strangers to the scroll saw, and I love it when you guys send me your scroll saw projects. Now, a viewer of mine, Bob, sent me pictures of this. This is bloody adorable, and this is a scrolled set of doll furniture. I absolutely love this project. I love it so much that I'm looking into designing my own little set and cutting them here on the show. So you guys in your work can that way inspire me, because this is inspiring. This is just beautiful. And while Bob says this was not his pattern, he got it from, I think it was a magazine or something like that. Either way, sometimes it's not about the pattern or the design, it's about the execution. And the execution is gorgeous. I have received so many pictures of the folding children's rocking chair that I did here on the show. It was a show where I made a folding children's rocking chair and provided you or offered you the pattern. And I have received picture after picture after picture of this chair, and I never ever get tired of it. I just don't. They're amazing. And it's no different with this one from Dennis. Dennis has done a fantastic job. The chair is gorgeous. It really is. I mean, just look at this thing. And you know what? Kudos to you, Dennis, for both making it for the young ones and as well sending it to me. Because like I said, I don't get tired of this stuff ever. I never get tired of looking at your work. I never get tired of looking at the stuff that my viewers come up with. It is inspiring to me and I just love it. So keep it coming. Great work. Well, if you're looking for inspiration, you need look no further than these next pictures. Yogan, I'm sorry if I pronounced it incorrectly. The spelling is a little odd for me. But either way, this viewer has a little girl that loves to dress up in superhero costumes. I think that alone is absolutely awesome. But this viewer wanted to try the scroll saw and wanted to make the Superman logo on the front of this little, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a wardrobe that he made for his little girl. And the drawer with the Superman logo there holds all of her superhero accessories. And that top bar holds all of her costumes, like her capes and her outfits and all of that, all hanging off hangers across that top bar. This is what woodworking is all about. Number one, getting the little ones excited about it. Number two, having a little one that has a need and being able to take your skill set and get out there and make it for them so that they're happy with it. Those are memories that will live with them forever. And this thing is awe-inspiring. It really is. I just love this project. I love everything about it. I especially love that they tried scrolling. This was one of their first attempts at scrolling, and they did a great job with it. I'm not sure what makes me happier in this project. The woodworking, the scrolling, or the fact that he did it for his little girl because he loves her. This is spectacular. Guys, you want inspiration? This is inspiring. You know, I get a lot of comments on the show about my scale models and how much people enjoy them. I want to tell you that me doing these scale models, I'm nothing special. I am no guru. I am no amazing person for doing them. There are thousands of people that can do them just as well or better than I can. And these next pictures just go to show that. Joseph sent me these pictures of, well, a grader or a snowplow here. The clean lines on this are absolutely beautiful. His choice of woods were spot on, just gorgeous. And you know what? Then he sends me another photo of his backhoe. And honestly, I've made the backhoe pattern, and it's not an easy go. It is a tough go, and it takes some extra bit of skill to get it to look just right. Joseph's got the skill because it looks great. Both the grader and the backhoe look absolutely amazing. And you know what? Kudos to you. Again, these are things to be proud of. Every project on this show is something to be proud of, and these are beautiful. You guys put me to shame. Well, I've been telling you guys for years, I've been telling you over and over and over again, that this show is not about you doing things that I do. This show is not about you trying to be me or trying to duplicate what I do. It's about taking the ideas that I present to you and making them your own, making the changes, making modifications, adjusting the height, the width, the size, whatever. Changing it up to make it your project. And Mario has heard that loud and clear. Because check this out. This is, if you guys remember a while back on the show, I made a dice tower. And it kind of looked like a castle, a fun little project. I hope you guys tried that one because it was a blast. But Mario took it one step further. Forget the dice tower. He liked the concept of it, and he turned it around and did wood burning and a little bit of carving and that sort of thing, and made himself a castle birdhouse. This thing is awesome. This is what my show is all about, and seeing stuff like this just makes me happy. I mean, it really does. I love seeing the fact that you guys took something that I presented to you here on the show and it inspired you to do something and turn it into something as gorgeous as what this is. Honestly, this is why I do the show. This is what makes me happy when I see the feedback come back from you guys. I see the photos and I see someone that took something that I did, and oh man, I can't say it enough. Mario, good for you, man. This thing is spectacular. I just love it. I love it. Think outside the box, boys. The next project is from Hans, and Hans made himself well, it's an iPad or a tablet holder for his exercise bike. And you know what? This is the sort of thing that I love to see. I love to see someone who takes materials that they have at hand and they're able to manipulate them, cut them, and work with them. It's what we do as woodworkers. And they make something that's functional. And this is what Hans has done here. He has made this tablet holder for his exercise machine, and what a great project. What a great project. He sent me these photos, and you know what? He was saying that I made this quite some time ago, but I really wanted to show it to you because you've recently done the iPad holder for your bike. So I want to show you what I did years ago, and I love it. I think it's absolutely great. I'm going to tell you guys something that, you know what, it doesn't matter what skill level you are in woodworking, whether you are the best, whether you're the beginner, whether you're somewhere in between. I'm going to give you a piece of advice here, and that piece of advice is always be proud of what you do. Always be proud of what you do. It doesn't matter if somebody else likes it. It doesn't matter if it's showroom quality. It doesn't matter. When it looks like this, this is awesome. This really is. This is fantastic. I love it. So be proud of what you do, because this is something to be proud of. It really is. And Hans, I want to say thanks for sending that along. Guys, I'm telling you, this is inspiring stuff. Okay, so talking about thinking outside the box, we got Scott. Now, Scott took the show about a Keurig pod holder for your Keurig coffee maker, and he took it one step further. The guy made a little kind of corner cubby setup that incorporates the Keurig pod holder. It holds cutting boards, it holds the straws, it holds the things like the sweetener and that sort of thing, little containers of the different stuff that you would add to your coffee. It is a great little organizational setup that he's done there, and all of it inspired by one small project of a Keurig pod holder. From what he tells me, his wife loves the fact that he has done this. She really enjoys it. She loves the organization of it and the fact that everything is right there. At a moment's notice, you can get it without having to look or open cupboards and all that. He's done a great job. Clean lines, nice choice of woods. Everything looks great, organized, clean, neat, tidy. I love it. Absolutely love it. Be proud, my man, because that looks great. Well, Sai sent me photos of his models, and he sends them quite often. He does a lot of modeling, and they are fantastic. I have made some of the patterns that he makes, but I tell you, he's got a knack, and this guy has raw talent. They are absolutely beautiful, from the bulldozer to the covered military truck to the transport truck engine, the Bobcat, the whole thing. Every project that he presents here, that he sends, is just amazing. I enjoy looking at his work so much that I actually ended up following his Instagram page, and he posts a lot of his models on there, and I've got to tell you, they're just beautiful. They really are. It's not about making them look perfect. It's about making them look perfect to you. I think he's nailed it on both counts here. These are just beautiful models, and honestly, I want to thank you for sending them to me. And last but certainly not least, our last entries for the day come from Steve. Now, Steve likes to dabble in some woodworking, and you know what? Having a little bit of extra time during the pandemic, Steve was able to put together some projects. Planter holders, like this one here, or slanted ladder shelves. These things are all the rage, and Steve has done a fantastic job here. Now, Steve tells me he is not some high-end woodworker, but you know what? You got to start somewhere, and it looks to me like Steve has got a great start with already some half-decent knowledge on joinery and what to do with a project to make it look attractive, because these things are gorgeous. Now, not everything has to be about woodworking, and Steve proves that by doing this. I mean, this is awesome. What he's done is he's removed the pickguard on his bass guitar, and he's decorated it with different adhesive stickers and that sort of thing, and he's made a collage on the pickguard, and it looks awesome. I love it. Whenever I try to do something like this, it looks like somebody just threw a handful of stickers in a pile. It always looks terrible, but Steve has the knack to arrange these things in such a way that it's pleasing to the eye. It's artistic as hell, and you know what? It's not all about the woodworking on this show. It's about having fun and using your creativity. And through woodworking and through this project with the bass, that's what Steve has done. So Steve, thanks for sending those pictures along. They're awesome. And there you have it. viewer mail number 4. Guys, I have to tell you, you have no idea. You really don't how much I love getting your emails and your messages and your comments down below. You have no idea how much I enjoy seeing your projects. No matter how rustic, no matter how polished, no matter somewhere in between, it doesn't matter to me. I love seeing them all. You have to remember where you come from. Every project that you make is a stepping stone to that next level of woodworking. And as long as you continue to push yourself and continue to try new things, eventually the sky is the limit. Will you ever get perfect where you never make mistakes and you are the best? Absolutely not. There isn't a single woodworker or creative person out there that doesn't make mistakes. But as I said earlier in the video, be proud of what you do. Be proud of every project you make. Even if you're not 100% happy with it, be proud of what you accomplished in that project. Because that's what it's all about. That pride in your work is going to carry you to that next level. That pride in your work is what is going to make it so that you strive to improve. You strive to change what it is that you don't like about a project. As long as you have the pride, you can continue and the sky is the limit. Either way, guys, no matter how good you are or how much of a beginner you are or whatever, your projects are awesome. And I love seeing them. Thank you so much for sending them. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in this week. I want to point out to you that without you, this show is nothing but me standing in front of a camera like a crazy person talking to himself out in the shop. Without you, without the audience, without the participation, there's nothing left for me. I can do this stuff on my own, but I don't get the full satisfaction out of it without you, because you guys are what complete this show for me. So if you'd like to have your photos shown on a viewer mail in the future, feel free. Send me the pictures. Send them over to the channel's Facebook page. If you're not comfortable or you don't use Facebook, as I know a lot of you don't, you can send me an email at acutabove_woodworking@hotmail.com. And I'd love to see your pictures. Send them along. Send whatever. It doesn't matter. Send me pictures of your cottage. You put your dock in for the weekend. You hammered together a birdhouse. You and your son and your daughter banged together a toolbox to carry their flowers. Whatever. I don't know. But I love seeing it all. You guys inspire me to keep this show going, so please keep the inspiration coming. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. You click that bell and then you'll get the notifications of the future episodes of the program. Guys, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the other viewers' projects. You know what? I honestly hope that you've enjoyed what you've seen here today. I hope that you're going to send me some of your photos. And guys, more importantly, I hope you're going to join me again next week when I bring you yet another Alternative Tuesdays.